What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Fight Network studios. I am John Ramtine alongside Robin Black. We're talking about Jose Aldo as Conor McGregor taking a break from mixed martial arts. He's no longer the featherweight champion. Jose Aldo now the undisputed champion, despite the fact that Max Holloway and Anthony Pettis are going to be fighting for the interim championship at UFC 206. So you imagine that the winner of that fight, right, if I'm not mistaken, the winner of Max Holloway, Anthony Pettis, will go on to fight Jose Aldo for the undisputed championship.
Holloway Pettis will get a belt. The winner of that fight will. Everybody gets a belt.
Everybody gets a belt.
Everybody gets a belt. They'll be the interim champion.
The number one contender. Is that what it is?
Yeah. But also you get a belt, which is cool. Belts are cool.
And Anthony Pettis,
are really cool.
Lightweight champion and now 145-pound champion.
He would be a multi-division champion, joining the likes of BJ Penn
and Randy Couture and Conor McGregor. Only four guys.
Pretty cool. Conor did it at the same time, but then they took it away from him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm really glad to hear Jose say he will defend that and fight the winner of this. Then he wants to go fight Conor McGregor. I guess thus leaving 145 for two belts for a bunch of other people to happen. It's weird. There's no doubt it's weird. And this has been one of the things about boxing that people slowly had a hard time with. There's just too many titles, too many belts, too many of everything. But you take all that away, and in the end, the winner of this awesome fight will be in an awesome fight against Jose. He got beat by Conor McGregor. That's real. I mean, 13 seconds and you're stiff. That's just undeniable. That's the truth. Wants to fight him again. And
the rematch is easy to sell.
Yeah, I mean.
It is. Just all you have to do is show Jose Aldo's highlights, beating up Uriah Faber and taking out Chad Mendes, beating up Frankie Edgar, and all of those things, and how he's evolved since that last Conor McGregor fight. He's never looked like this. All the promotional tour, you will 100% be able to sell this rematch.
So you and I are both married.
Yep.
And I can say with 100, I have never used Tinder.
Yeah, I've never used Tinder.
You know what it is. Some of the guys they're swiping right or left. No. Yes. And McGregor on Tinder, they're all swiping. Yeah, Jose's swiping. Yep. Khabib is swiping. Tony's swiping. Diaz is. Everybody wants to have sex with. No, to fight Conor McGregor. And that's the problem. So any one of these, I want to fight McGregor.
Yeah.
No, I want to fight McGregor. If I fought McGregor, it'd be black panty night, But you can't all fight Conor McGregor. He's a guy who has been fighting 4 or 5 times a year, but who knows what he's going to do after he has a kid. And he has all the leverage. So you can say you want to fight whoever you want to fight, but if 8 of you want to fight, Jeremy Stevens is like, I'm the hardest. Who the fuck is that?
But the reality is, there's no history there. You can't really, as much as we love Jeremy Stevens, if it comes down to Jose Aldo and Jeremy Stevens, Jose Aldo's getting that fight. It's a bigger fight. It's a more intriguing fight.
Who the fuck is Jeremy? Who the fuck is that guy?
So when you look at that, there are a couple of fights that would be interesting for Conor McGregor. We talked about Khabib, this fight with Jose Aldo, another fight with Nathan Diaz, maybe a fight with Nick Diaz.
You just named 5.
Yes, I did.
So how can you fight all of these
No,
guys?
I get that. But Jose Aldo is at least a part of that conversation. And then the winner of Max Holloway and Anthony Pettis, also a part of that conversation. So if Jose Aldo it's like, okay, we all want the Conor fight. But in the interim, I fight either Max Holloway or Anthony Pettis. And then I eventually also fight the guy that lost. So you fight Holloway, let's just say Holloway beats Pettis. You fight Holloway, and then you fight Anthony Pettis, and then maybe you'll get your crack. If you beat those guys, you get another shot at Conor, right?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, because then he's fighting this guy, and this has never happened before. This has literally never happened before, where there was somebody who is so desirable to fight because lots of you hate him.
It's the most money you're going to make
ever. And it's the most money you're ever going to make ever. That not only did he briefly tie up featherweight and lightweight until they removed that from him, that now Jose's desire to fight him would also tie up featherweight. Like, the dude has literally just come in and wrecked house in this place. And that's what power does, The Beatles did that in music at one time. This is just what happens when somebody comes in there and takes all of the attention. And the thing that's easy to forget in these myriad of combinations is Conor McGregor really is that good. And there's no reason to think that Jose Aldo wouldn't get laid out exactly the same way. And, it's a crazy time, though. McGregor has literally changed the entire game, just like he says.
But like you pointed out with the Ronda Rousey and Holly Holm, we look at the Holly Holm fight as a specific moment, and then people move past that. If you remove that Holly Holm moment from history, people still think Ronda is the star that she is. She's going to be destroying people. Now, what happens if you just remove Conor McGregor from the equation? Isn't there room in the UFC, considering there's only a handful of stars? Shouldn't Jose Aldo or Max Holloway or Anthony Pettis, shouldn't they be trying to build their own star? Like for Anthony Pettis, it's like, yeah, Conor, you're a 2-division champion. I just beat Max Holloway. I'm a 2-division champion. Shouldn't everybody be doing that instead of concerned with the things that Conor's doing?
Yes, of course. But there's something that attracts that. There's this powerful energy that is around money and around attention. And when one guy has it, everybody wants it. Nate Diaz was a huge star, is a brilliant fighter, is this compelling human being and combat sportsman in his own right. And he went in there, and that blew the whole thing blew up. And now Nick is sitting, who is also compelling, is also powerful. Even Nick Diaz, like, how do I get in on some of this action? Because it's there. The action is sitting there waiting to be had. But you can't all swipe right, man. If you're all swiping right, I don't know how exactly the thing works, but I swear, sweetie, I've never used it. But if you keep swiping right, eventually the right has to decide which of the people who swiped they choose.
I'll tell you, for my money, I would love to see Conor McGregor take on Nick Diaz. I think both guys would sell the hell out of that fight, and the in-cage action would be pure magic.